Alright.
Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Zoomer Experience. What are we? Oh, yeah, the new CD. This is why I don't do the intro.
Today we're going to be talking about the new CDC
Reportings on COVID.
stats on the COVID-19 because it appears that a lot of hospitals were pushed into saying that they died of COVID when they had other underlying symptoms.
But first,
Also, lots of lies from news, per usual.
make sure to go to rogueenergy.com and use code Zoomer to get 10% off your purchase.
Yes, always remember to use code Zoomer.
Yes, of
That
course.
way you can save 10% off at checkout.
What is it?
Why is my water
so-
tinted white? Not drinking.
That I don't know. That's your problem. So I have the chart pulled up here. And I have the total. This is both male and female. It says all deaths involving COVID-19, and it doesn't say involving any of the other things. So I think this is only like they died of only COVID. Under 1 year, 17, 1 to 4, 12, 5 to 14, 28, 15 to 24, 280, 25 to 34, 1,257, 35 to 44, 3,301, 45 to 54 is 8,648, 55 to 64 is 20,655, 65 to 74 is 34,980, 75 to 84 is 43,392, and 85 years and older, 51,710. And this, I think this is just the United States, so.
Yeah. There would be a lot more if it wasn't just the United States.
It seems that males have a higher death rate than females as well.
No, that
Well,
was oh, you're looking at
Well, it depends. Once it gets
under
up to
1 year,
the
12
once it
versus
gets up to
5.
the older ages, males have a lower death rate, but up until like 55, 60 males are higher. Even to 65 to 74 males are still higher. Once it gets to 85 85 and over, females have a higher death rate.
Yeah, but that information's been out for a while. We're talking about the new one.
Yeah.
They just released, where 6% of the people died of COVID only had COVID, and 94% of the people had 2.6 on average.
Well, that was
other
the numbers
underlying
for.
diseases.
That's quite a
Yeah,
few
the numbers I
diseases at
gave you
once.
I think, were just for COVID. And it says, according to reports, only 6% of deaths have COVID as the only cause mentioned, revealing that 94% of patients who died from coronavirus also had other, quote, health conditions and
Pneumonia is a big
contributing
one.
causes.
Pneumonia is a big one on that.
Yeah, pneumonia is a big one.
Yeah, Mr. Pilcher ended up coming down with pneumonia while having COVID. He had it rough.
And then 6% of, 182,000 roughly, is only like 10, 11,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a lot less than the flu kills every year.
Yeah.
I think actually, yeah, they have been over-reporting it, so it's probably around the flu.
No, the flu has. Okay, hold up.
Well, yeah, the flu has less, but they also don't over-report the flu because they don't get a ton of money if they say somebody has COVID.
Let's see. In 2019, there were 34,200 deaths during the 2018-2019 influenza season from the flu.
Well, that's more than what seems to be only coronavirus. Do you know if that's only the flu or if there's other symptoms with that too?
That just says that it's influenza deaths reported from the CDC. But I would believe that's probably close to accurate because it's not a political topic like COVID.
Yeah, but most
Yeah.
of the flu stuff they generally give an average. I think the average is like 25,000 to
No, I
69,000.
think 34,000 is the average. Because it goes
34,200
anywhere
ish.
from like 24 to like 60 or something,
Yeah, it's like
60,000.
24,000 to 69 is generally like the average range they stay within.
Yeah. I know a lot of people believe that once the election's over,
The news media is gonna stop caring about COVID.
the coronavirus
100%.
stuff will dwindle down a lot.
Or it may just get worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
with the way that the election's looking, Trump is having a strong chance right now.
Especially considering Biden's a lot lower than Hillary was.
Yeah.
We all know how that turned.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Hillary did win the
uh,
popular vote. I'll give her that.
She only won the popular vote because of one state, though.
She won the popular vote
And that
because
was
she's a
California.
woman.
She won the popular vote because because California is ridiculous.
Okay. Some people are saying that they would rather vote for Biden than Trump just because he's not Trump.
That's
see,
stupid.
I would vote for Trump over Biden just because he's not Biden.
That's also a stupid reason to vote.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I know that
I,
is also.
if I was old enough to vote, if I would have been born the same day in 2002, I would have been old enough to vote this year, and I would have voted for Trump. Because, A, Joe Biden's an idiot. He is completely brain dead. I'm convinced that
the past.
a 2-year-old toddler has more brain function than Joe Biden. He's a puppet to the far left. Everybody knows that and everybody can see it. He's just an intermittent candidate that is not even going to make it through his first term if elected. He's also racist, not to mention.
If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
I don't think it's necessarily like intentional racism, though. I don't think he like.
No, it's just the fact that he's an old white person.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just
old white people just have a amount of racism in them.
Definitely.
I can confirm. I live with my grandma.
Saw this thing. It was like airline attendant shows this dude something about Black Lives Matter, and this dude asked to move because he was sitting next to a black person, and the airline person told the black guy to like come to first class and get off the plane. And I was like, well, I mean, I could understand giving the black guy like first class, because
For
it like
what?
fixes the problem. Like throwing
problem?
somebody off a flight.
What problem does it fix?
If it's a private airline,
The
they
guy
can do
being
it.
racist, I don't know. Okay, I really don't know anymore. But I just saw it and I was like, why is this the main topic? Because I see a lot of people are now talking about save the children, because
Save what children? The ones in cages at the border?
No, not those. The ones in human trafficking, like the
Ah.
40
Yeah,
kids
human
they rescued from the trailer in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 40 kids they rescued from a trailer in Georgia, and it's not the biggest news line in
Oh no.
America because like what everybody cares about racism that like okay, some people, sure, maybe some people still are racist. I won't say that
Okay, no.
racism doesn't
What do you mean
exist.
maybe?
I believe it exists.
Racism
a yes,
exists.
but
It's not a systemic problem, though. They're trying to make the argument that there's systems in place in America that keep black people from succeeding.
I would say in a way there are, but not like to the extent they are.
Well, no.
saying.
If anything, it's not not systems. It's cultural differences.
Not necessarily, because like the war on drugs, they made the difference between like the disparity in sentencing between crack cocaine and powder cocaine. Crack cocaine, it's 100 times greater sentence than if you were to get powder cocaine. Meanwhile, powder cocaine was largely used by the white and Hispanic population, while crack cocaine was largely used by the black and hippie groups. But that was also in the 70s. So
Yeah, exactly.
it was brought down under Obama, but it's still higher than regular powder.
Yeah. Also,
but he
don't
shouldn't be
you
doing drugs anyway. So
don't you think it's kind of funny how Democrats are talking about the children being put in cages at the border while Obama's the one who did that?
definitely.
You know, the Democrats do stuff and then blame
Well,
it on Republicans.
yeah, right.
Um,
I saw a news article that said Trump tried to go into a city and stop the rioting, and the Democratic leader wouldn't like let him do
wouldn't
it,
allow
and then he
the
said, "This is
troops
Trump's
in.
America."
No,
I
like
forgot where I saw it.
there's a new line being used by idiots on the left who are saying, um, Trump is saying this is what Biden's America would look like, but we're living in Trump's America already. No, we're living in, well, okay, it's just America, but the liberal and democratic mayors of cities are just allowing the rioting to go on.
See, the thing, like, he offers them assistance. They say no, blame it on Trump. They want him to use the Insurrection Act, and once he uses the Insurrection Act, then they'll attack him for attacking American citizens.
What about Nancy Pelosi constantly stalling
Here, hold
the
on.
funding during Corona and then blaming it on Trump? That's another good
Hold
one.
on. Here, I found it. Democrat Ted Wheeler blames Trump for
Oh yeah,
Portland violence after right-wing protesters kill. He rejects Trump's National Guard offer last week. And it's got a meme here where it's like Trump in a helicopter that like has the guy. There's like a guy drowning, and he says, "Let me help you." Trump says, "Let me help you," and Ted Wheeler says, "Get out of here, fastest." And then Trump leaves, and it says, "This is Trump's America." So yeah,
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, sounds about right.
right. How about all the far leftists being mad about Jacob Blake when he was
Ah,
definitely not a victim and he did a lot of things wrong and he tried to get into a car like where they have no idea if there was a gun or not.
well, okay. People, they portray
Right
the
there.
criminals being shot as if they're little angels who have never sinned in their life, when in actuality, this man was he had a warrant out for his arrest for what, sexual assault and there was something else, but
Was it drug?
Was it like, what's it? It
um
was sexual assault, like armed. Was it robbery?
armed robbery, I think, because he like held a woman at gunpoint and stole her car.
Oh, no, yeah, uh, he held somebody at knife,
Uh,
whatever you call it. He had a knife and stole a car. Yeah.
but yeah, see, he had a warrant out for his arrest. He was resisting arrest, fighting off the officers, and reached into his car, where there was a knife, whilst having children in the car. Um, First off, if you have a warrant out for your arrest for sexual assault, you probably shouldn't have children in your car. That doesn't really look too great. Also, you don't reach into a car after fighting off police. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, but his options were either fight or go to prison.
Yes, you could go to prison and still be alive, or fight and die.
Yeah, but with what he has, he doesn't want to go to prison. He's gonna get like 3 life sentences.
Well,
Especially considering the person who called the cops on him was the woman he assaulted,
yeah.
and he was violating a restraining order by being there.
He probably should have thought about that before committing the crimes.
But no, he's a saint.
Oh,
Absolute
100%.
saint.
He is, yeah, he's on the top 3 with closest to Jesus. Yep. Never sinned in his life.
If we were gonna make a list of the top 100 Americans,
He would be number
people
3.
like Ronald Reagan, Abraham Lincoln, they wouldn't be there. Number 1?
No.
Jacob Blake.
Number 2, George Floyd. Number 3, Breonna Taylor. Also, don't get me started on the Breonna Taylor case. There is no substantial evidence to convict the police for a crime.
That's such an easy case. It really annoys me. Like all these are
Well, okay.
such easy
They had a
cases,
no-knock
but
warrant.
people are still going in uproar.
In the Breonna Taylor case, they had a no-knock warrant. And when they went into the apartment, her boyfriend was shooting at the police. They shot back and killed her. There is also evidence that she was working with the drug ring, though.
And that's why they had a warrant for her house, because she was a known associate of the person they had arrested for trafficking drugs.
Yes.
So they had a warrant for her house to search it. And even though it was a no-knock warrant, they knocked on the door.
They announced their presence when they didn't have to.
I think it was sort of stupid that they were in civilian clothes, which I don't completely understand why.
Yeah, that was a little
To
weird.
not draw
But
attention.
they said that they were police. Oh yeah, to not draw attention to the other neighbor, to the neighborhood,
Exactly.
right?
If they
Okay.
would have drawn attention to the neighborhood
that's
could have alerted Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend, and they could have had
Yeah,
time to
that's
flee.
true. That's true. I forgot about that. I remember arguing with that point, but I just forgot. But what was it? I bet Breonna Taylor was reported as dying of COVID, though.
Probably.
Let's see. Oh, the CDC
There was
also
one thing where
released other information, not just that stuff, where it was like they released new information where they said if you have been in close contact within 6 feet of a person with a COVID-19 infection for at least 15 minutes but do not have symptoms, you do not necessarily need a test.
Hmm.
And then they also said if you do not have COVID-19 symptoms and have not been in close contact with someone known to have COVID-19 infection, you do not need a test. If you were in a high COVID-19 transmission area and have attended a public or private gathering of more than 10 people without widespread mask wearing or physical distancing and show no symptoms, you do not necessarily need a
It
test.
has also been shown that people not showing symptoms don't really spread COVID either.
Yeah, people who don't have symptoms don't spread it because they're not. So it's just stupid. They're not going to be spreading it, but still got to wear the mask because you'll spread it.
Even though masks literally do nothing.
I know it. So dumb.
No, there's
Isn't there
when
like
you
another
when
thing
you
where if you
when
go to
you
get
no.
tested, but like
Listen, when you go out and buy masks, there is a warning on the package that says this mask does not stop the spread of COVID-19.
does that actually say that?
They're supposed to, because they don't do anything. There's no substantial evidence showing that masks prevent the spread of COVID in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they stop large droplets, like the mask. They generally stop large droplets, but COVID is small droplets. They spread in small droplets, so the mask isn't going to do anything.
I'm thinking about cutting a bunch of holes in mine so I can breathe better.
It's a great idea.
I have a friend who
Yeah,
did that.
but there's a thing where like if you go to get tested and you are tired of waiting and you leave, they'll send you back like the test results saying that you're positive. Like people's gotten that before, saying that yeah, you have COVID-19, but you never even got tested for it.
Makes sense.
So yeah, the numbers for like confirmed cases are actually
Inaccurate.
higher than the actual like cases that there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically all this coronavirus stuff is just bullcorn,
Yep.
bullfooey.
Sounds about right.
Like I won't deny the existence of it, but
Well, yeah, it's clearly a real disease, but
it's just not as bad. It's like oh, it's a global pandemic. It's maybe not even an epidemic. Like this is we'll be fine. The world can really go back to normal.
we can already
Oh,
see
But
corona dropping down towards more of a seasonal flu type virus.
oh yeah, and they're
yeah,
saying the second wave in Italy hit, even though that's not actually true. Part of Italy got infected, but they shut the entire country down. So when they reopened, the part that didn't get the infection suddenly got the infection. So it looks like they had a second spike, but in reality, it's still the first
It's
spike.
just the people who didn't get it the first time. before they locked.
Well, not necessarily the
Yeah,
people
it's
who
just a
didn't get it the first
continuation
time.
of the first.
It's just a continuation of the first thing because everybody
Yeah.
was locked in their homes.
Yeah.
So it couldn't spread. So it's not really a second wave of the virus. It's just a continuation of the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that the coronavirus is it seems to be fairly contagious, you know, like it's really easy to get it from somebody
Well,
else,
it's been
but
proven to be an
the
airborne virus, so that's clearly going to make it more
well, yeah,
contagious.
I
Like
don't think
that
there's
with
that
actually
helps a lot.
evidence for it
But
being
with
airborne.
like how
oh, okay.
but
So,
with
like
how
it's
bad they
okay.
make it out to be,
Something like
I don't think
Ebola, it's you can contain it more easily because it's spread through uh bodily fluids.
Yeah, COVID-19 isn't airborne like tuberculosis. Measles, tuberculosis, and smallpox are airborne, but coronavirus is not.
Well, it's like it's I'd say it's airborne to a certain extent.
Droplets
Yeah.
don't. Droplets in the air don't mean airborne.
Yeah. Okay.
it means if you spit on somebody else, then you better go and get a test. But like,
Well, like, if you're standing outside at a BLM protest spitting on somebody else's neck, you might want to go get tested because
Or yelling in somebody's face telling them to raise their fist in solidarity with Black Lives Matter
or yelling
with
at
no
somebody
mask
who's
on.
wearing a Trump 2020 mask and saying that they're racist.
somebody wearing a
Speaking of, I'm going to get a Trump 2020
MAGA
mask.
mask or a MAGA hat.
I'm getting a Trump 2020 mask to wear at school. I really want the school district to tell me I can't wear it.
Ooh, okay, so we should do a thing. You buy a Trump 2020 mask, I'll buy a Biden 2020 mask. We'll
And
both
see
wear it.
who gets
We'll see.
told to take it off first.
Yeah, we'll see who gets told to take it off first.
All right. I'm down for that.
Oh,
Alright.
what if I get a BLM
Yeah.
All right, Hollis, you get BLM. I'll
mask?
get a Biden Harris 2020,
I'll just
and
get a
then
Trump 2020.
you'll get a Trump Pence 2020 mask.
Not even
Or a
Trump
Make
Pence.
America Great Again.
Not even Trump 20 or not even Trump Pence, just Trump.
All right, let me check right now. What are
Just
the
get one that
prices?
literally just says America.
I mean, I already have a Texas flag mask.
Joe Biden 20 mask. Shop it. $13.
Jeez. Biden masks are expensive. I found a 2-pack of Trump 2020 masks for $12.
Oh wait, here's a $10 one.
Ooh, 2-pack for $7? Yes, please.
Oh,
And
here's
there's
a $5.
39
This one's
different
$5.
color choices? Oh.
All right, so $5. Oh, plus $2.41 in shipping.
Dang. These are $1.22 a piece. This is a Confederate flag Trump 2020 mask.
Yeah, that'll be told to take off really fast.
Why? It's my freedom of speech, right?
You'll still be told to take it off really fast.
Why for? There's
Because
nothing
the
wrong with it.
Confederate flag.
Confederate
Actually,
flags.
if you wear the
It's not even the Confederate flag. It's the battle flag, but people don't know that.
well, yeah, if you wear that flag on the mask, chances are you're probably going to get yelled at a lot more than you would if you have a just a Trump 2020 mask.
Well, isn't that the point? I want people to yell at me for my mask.
The only problem with this is if I go around with a Joe Biden mask, then
Everybody's gonna call you a libtard.
I don't want to associate with Joe Biden. Oh wait, I think we can probably get Brady to wear it.
Yeah, Brady would.
Oh
wear
yeah,
it.
100%. If only Ramsey was
Alright.
still in high school.
You know Ramsey would be wearing that thing.
Oh no, he wouldn't even have a Biden mask. He'd just have a Harris mask. Gotta have their priorities straight, man.
Gotta make sure you support that communism.
Oh yeah.
Wait a second. Is this the Joe Biden full face mask?
Wait. Can I get a mask? Wait. Are we allowed to wear like face masks? Could I just get like a mask of Trump's face over my face? Would that be allowed?
You can Donald Trump Deluxe Adult Mask, full face. There's also Bernie Sanders and Hillary
Ooh.
Clinton.
I found the Trump full face mask. Complete with the toupee and everything.
Alright, we'll have to do this experiment with the Trump 2020 mask and the Biden 2020 mask. See what happens.
Alright.
Because that'll be some interesting.
Wait.
That'll be interesting.
Could I wear a horse mask to
Just
school?
tell whoever
and
you're in
have that-
contact with. That you don't like to.
Wait. Could I just...
want to put on a Buzz Lightyear helmet and go to school.
Instead of wearing a mask, could I just wear a horse head? Like...
No,
I
they'll
want
probably...
to get a Buzz Lightyear
Wouldn't that
helmet.
stop Corona just as well as a mask?
No, they'll say because of the opening in the mouth.
What do you mean? There's no opening.
Oh wait, that's for you to see out of, so never mind.
Exactly. That's not where your mouth goes. That's where you look through. I can go borrow my cousin's horse mask. Wait.
Go get it.
Could I wear a Deadpool mask? Wait, I have
You should all just like.
I have a Spider-Man mask in my closet.
Oh, I got some Spider-Man mask.
Or like an anonymous
We
mask.
should all get. That would be good.
Or just a
everyone
full-
should just get like a Marvel character or
Or
something. like a
or
mask
here's a
with,
better
like,
idea. Just a full black latex head cover.
What about like an Iron Man?
Melania Trump full face mask.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could just have like one person wear both the Trump 2020 mask and the Biden 2020 mask, but on
You know-
different days.
I want to plague.
'Cause that'll
I
be
want
easier
to
to
I want to plague Doctor Mask.
That'd be good. I want somebody to actually come school one of those.
I need
We
the
need
hat
all
and
different
everything too.
We need all different kinds of masks, like a World War II gas mask, you know?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get Corona. I'm gonna show up in school in a gas mask. No, I'm gonna get one of those like neck things and just cut a bunch of holes in it so I can breathe.
I think I have like a snake mask from G.I. Joe. I should wear that. Be like, I should bring a sword to school also. Be like, what are you talking about? I'm Snake from G.I. Joe.
How about
What-
Brian,
what-
instead, you wear the Trump 2020 mask on like say Monday, and then you wear the Biden 2020 mask on Tuesday.
I
That way,
can't allow myself to wear a Biden mask.
we'll
You know-
I'll
you
super
know,
glue it to your
I
face.
physically can't. I can't bring myself to that.
Look,
I
you know,
can't either.
Riley,
everybody knows
I'm known.
that I am like,
I'm known around Gladewater as like the conservative. If
so that's
I
why you're the
I-
perfect one to wear it.
No,
People will know it's a social experiment if you wear it then.
that's not the point. I don't want people to know it's a social experiment, and I can't physically wear a Biden mask. I feel like that would cause me to catch Corona.
I literally defended you in the Ramsey argument with you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm kind of labeled in that same category now.
Well, Hollis, looks like you have to do it.
Hollis has been in that category for a lot longer than either of us.
Yeah, I really have been.
Did you get one of your rants posted on Facebook?
They posted it on Facebook?
Yeah, Tamaya
Just-
screenshotted one of my rants and posted it on Facebook.
That's so stupid.
I know.
Just because Hollis has been on there longer doesn't mean,
See,
he's more. No.
I'm more of an outstanding conservative in the public eye than you, Hollis, so I believe you should wear the Biden mask.
No, Brian, you're more of you're more of a conservative on social media, not the public eye. In the public eye, I am.
Is that so?
Yeah,
And how is that?
because everybody knows like what I like and what I don't like. It's obvious.
Yes. and everybody knows that I
Because
support
I'm
Trump.
Paulus, and I speak out against what I think. But I don't ever put anything on social media. I never care to put anything on social media. I
I
think it's
do it.
stupid to put on.
I put stuff on social media just to see the reactions I get from people at school.
Well, I do it at school
I like pissing
because
people
I
off just because I can.
I don't intentionally piss people off. I
No,
just
no, no. I do it
get
intentionally.
pissed
I do
off.
it to spark arguments. And, I can't argue with Brady because anytime I say any type of fact, he's like, no, it's a straw man. And then Ramsey just calls me a blabbering racist.
Like you're gatekeeping racism.
Oh, okay.
Ramsey watches this probably, doesn't he?
Who
I
knows,
don't know.
man?
Have you been talking for the past few minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I didn't hear any of it.
Well, you didn't really miss much.
No, not really.
All right. Did you hear my last little thing about why it wouldn't work for me?
I don't think so.
No.
No. I was saying because I posted multiple Donald Trump campaign ads to my story and multiple stories celebrating the dropping out of each Democratic candidate.
Well, Riley, I have posted rants quite frequently on Snapchat about my conservatism, and everybody at our school knows that I'm, like, that Trump supporter.
I've done that on Instagram, but I don't think I've ever actually explicitly stated anything.
I'm thinking about getting, instead of my antenna on my car, I'm gonna mount a Trump 2020 flag there.
Do it.
I don't use my radio anyways. I have an aux cord.
I think that lines up with Brian.
Okay, how much work would that be to install that?
Just get like one of those like Trump 2020 flag, a small one.
But like I need to get one that has the screw to where I can screw it in where my antenna goes.
Why not just tape it to the antenna?
No, cuz I drive fast, Hollis.
Um,
Oh, here's a flag. It says Trump 2020 F your feelings. I don't think I'd be allowed to have that at school.
Yeah, that one's a definite no.
does it explicitly say the F word?
Well, here's one that says Trump 2020 keep America great. It's a 5-pack. That'd be enough to put like 5 flags on my car.
I just want to know how like far we can go with mask at the school, because I'm just waiting for somebody to come in like a ridiculous mask, you know?
Yeah. I honestly want to know if I could wear a horse mask to school.
You should get White's horse mask and wear it. Like
I feel like as I walk in, Bruce would just be like, dress code. Dress code.
Mr. Head would be so glad that he could finally dress code somebody.
He would get a boner from it. I guarantee his old self has erectile dysfunction, but he would get a boner from trying to dress code me.
What are the guidelines on the mask?
I'm not sure. But I guarantee
they haven't really said other than it needs to be over your nose.
A Biden mask would last longer than a Trump mask. 100%.
Wait, what did you just say, Riley?
What?
It just has to be over your nose.
Yeah, they haven't
just
said
has
anything
to be-
other than it just has to be over your nose.
It has to cover your nose. So, pretty much any mask is fine then.
Until I show up in a Trump 2020 mask and suddenly Kathy's gonna get her panties in a wad.
I'll be right back. Too tough.
So currently I'm in engaged in a Instagram debate because this person said you can't be racist to white people because white people invented racism.
No.
And then the most ironic thing they said next was, stop trying to play the victim. It's really bad. They also said religion and clothing and food and politics aren't culture, which I don't know what definition of culture they're going off of, but it's literally culture. They also said Greek. They also said multiple things were Greek and Roman culture, not European culture, even though Greece and Italy are in Europe.
How did white people invent racism?
I don't know.
Um,
They also said that steak can't be considered any part of culture because it's literally just a piece of an animal you cook, which is also literally any food ever.
you know, I'm confused about how vegans and liberals will fight and like risk their life to save a cow, but they just routinely killed babies. Basically, they're implying that the life of a cow is more important than the life of than a life that they have created.
Of course, it's common knowledge that that is true.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna raise cattle instead of children. My my family tree is gonna die out because all of my children are gonna be cattle.
Apparently, also that Catholicism can't be European culture because it was invented in Judea, which is also one of the dumbest things I've heard.
Did you know Pope Francis was from Argentina?
Yes, I did.
I didn't know that until I started researching for the Spanish project. Speaking of, I need to finish that tonight.
You haven't finished that?
No.
Where was
Where was Islam founded?
Islam was founded? Yeah, in Saudi Arabia, I thought. So let's think.
Saltier rare beef.
If Christianity can't be European, was
You know, Saudi Arabia looks like a piece of steak.
yeah, then then
Hollis is looking at his masks.
can't.
He's gonna show up tomorrow in a Spider-Man mask, I guarantee it. Just a full face Spider-Man mask. Wait, could I just wear like a balaclava?
If the face shield is allowed, we should be allowed.
Yeah, Riley, one of my friends, that's a senior this year, has one of those neck things, like, what I wear. But he just has a bunch of holes cut in the front of it.
I'm surprised they let him do that.
I also have this like really creepy simian mask.
Let me find all that the person said.
Riley, I challenge you to find some evidence that masks do something.
All right, I'll take that challenge. Wait, let me read off a few of this person's comments. They called somebody ignorant for saying that you can be racist towards white people. They also said, no, y'all do not. What is your culture, huh? All the culture y'all have is literally stolen. What is something that's owned by y'all? Tell me. Are you? And then she responded to me after my comment, which I said, where in the definition of racism does it say you can't be racist towards white people? That statement is literally a racist statement.
Culture
If
that...
a black dude killed a white dude just because he's white, is it not racist? And then they responded to me saying, "Are you dumb? Literally, white people made racism. How TF can someone be racist towards the people who made it and known as superior? Literally, you're not put down for being white. You get advantages for it. Gosh, the ignorance y'all showing is crazy. Again, y'all showing y'all colors and trying to play victim like y'all hurting and being treated like the crappy ones."
What advantages exactly do I have? Explain to me how I have an advantage over Oprah Winfrey, please. Please explain that to me. She is the richest black woman on earth. I would really like to know what advantage I have over Oprah Winfrey. Also, African Americans are the most wealthy out of any African subculture around the world. Let's see. There's the argument that Africans are jailed at a higher percentage per population than any other race in America, which can be that can be drawn back to culture.
Let me read some more stuff. This person said, they said, if a white person is offended by what they say, it's because they're racist. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be offended because you know it doesn't apply to you. So apparently racism does not apply to white people because they invented it. And if you disagree, you're racist.
Yes, that
this
makes
person also said, the
complete
suit and tie,
sense.
which is clothing, hamburgers and steak, which is food, democracy, which is politics, the Catholic Church, which is religion, and the Renaissance, which was a religious and well, you know what I'm talking about. The scientific method and individualism, to name a few, are aspects of Western culture. Then this person responded, "You did not just, that's not culture." Last I checked, food, clothing, politics, religion, that was all in the definition of culture.
Also, some part of white culture, loud cars, loud American cars, big engines. And when you think your engine can't get any bigger, you make it bigger.
Everything y'all have is stolen, just like people's land. Funny, I'm pretty sure the Europeans always said Europe, but you know, I could be wrong in that. Oh yeah, somebody else caught on to the idiocy. They said clothing, food, religion, and politics and community are ideals aren't culture. If that ain't culture, nothing is.
You know, Riley, people try to act like Europeans just showed up in Africa and started enslaving people. No. It was warring tribes enslaving the tribes in which they conquered and then selling the people as slaves because they were a bunch of greedy people.
So this response makes no sense. They have culture because Greeks are ethnic group natives. Same goes for Romans and Italians. Guessing you don't know what ethnicity is. That's why they have their own language, food, etc. But she just said food wasn't part of culture.
Interesting.
Oh, changing the argument.
Ah, yes, that's what leftists like to do when they know they can't win. They change topics, change the argument around. You know,
this doesn't make any sense.
Riley, it's funny how the media was covering the riots, calling them mostly peaceful, until it started affecting Joe Biden's campaign, and now they're starting to condemn the rioters. Also, did you see that one clip from the I don't remember which news channel it was from, but it was saying mostly peaceful protests, and there was like a city on fire behind in the picture.
It was like fiery but mostly peaceful protests.
Yeah. I don't understand how a city burning is mostly peaceful, but yeah. You know that night that that 17-year-old shot the three
Mostly
people
peaceful.
because they were attacking
I think
him?
I was thinking.
He was mostly peaceful that night. Bill Cosby, he was mostly peaceful that night when he when he murdered his wife. You know, he was mostly peaceful that night.
CNN, if it existed in the 1940s, Japan bombs Pearl Harbor, but mostly peaceful flyover.
Mostly peaceful bombing on Pearl Harbor. But yeah. The night that Bill Cosby murdered his wife, he was peaceful for most of the night except for like 20 minutes. Yeah, mostly peaceful night.
Exactly.
You know, just that one part.
Yeah, it was just that 20 minutes. Or how the protesters and rioters were burning Bibles to apparently start a bigger fire, which included American flags.
Sounds pretty peaceful.
They were apparently using they used one Bible as kindling, by what they've said. Personally, I believe that hard, or I find that hard to believe.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. They used multiple American
There's
flags
like
to
these.
expand
There's
the
a
fire.
video. There's a video of a bunch of. There's a video of a bunch of females like ripping up this pastor's Bible.
That's kind of disrespectful.
I
Bunch
know,
of
like what happened
females.
to the
What do you
freedom of
mean?
religion?
The only people
You
I've
don't get
actually
freedom of
heard
religion.
say females are like randos on Reddit and 4chan.
Females don't exist. There's one gender.
Apache attack.
Yes.
Apache attack. Okay. There's absolutely no other gender. Just Apache attack helicopter. Man,
No, I
I'm
sexually
tired.
identify as a mailbox.
Don't
Man,
we
I'm
all?
tired. I think the. How long have we been doing the podcast?
That's a good question.
I think it's pretty long. I think it's plenty
not an
long,
hour.
right?
It's not an hour yet. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
not.
We are at 46 minutes.
Yeah. You got 4 minutes to go.
Nah.
Let's get to 50 minutes.
Yeah. We gotta hit that
50
50-minute
minutes?
mark.
I mean, we're over 10 minutes, so we can put multiple ads in the video once we get to where we can put ads in it.
Yeah.
We can have like an ad every 12 seconds. Get
We
all
have
the
to have
revenue.
1,000 subscribers to do that.
And I think you have to have like you have to have so many hours of playtime within 6
month.
months.
It's
like a month or
it's-
something.
It's
And
either
then
400 or 4,000. I can't remember.
and I think it's 4,000, and then you have to have so many views. I remember when all you needed was like 1,000 subscribers, and you could get you could get ads and stuff. Back when I was like 12 and I had my first YouTube channel, the people that sponsored Jake Paul emailed me and asked if I wanted a sponsorship, but I didn't know how to check my emails at the time.
I find that hard to believe, but
I did
do you
too.
have any proof?
I don't
Do you
know
have
where
any
the email is. I went back and checked the email when I was in middle school and ended up seeing that I could have been Jake Paul, except not gay.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't know how to check your email.
Well, okay, Riley, I could have been a better version of that.
Isn't that what they all say?
I could have not been in Gladewater.
Sounds kind of depressing. What would you do if you weren't in Gladewater?
Uh,
You'd probably be doing drugs.
yeah, probably. Well, Gladewater's not really that great for drugs either.
If you weren't in Gladewater, and because you got a sponsorship on something, then you become a child star, possibly. then
And
you're
start
definitely
snorting
doing
cocaine
drugs.
off of people's butt cracks.
So I think my point still stands.
Well, see, personally, right now, I can't afford cocaine. If I got a sponsorship when I was 9 years old, I would have been able to afford cocaine by now. Therefore, your point is proven.
Exactly.
Right now, I can barely afford gas.
Yes, exactly. Get a sponsorship at 9 years old so you can snort cocaine in the future.
Riley, the other day I went to get gas. The price for premium is up to $2.51 a gallon. I put $20 in my car and got 7 gallons.
Regular gas is like 180 or
Mm-hmm.
something right now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Remember the good old days before we could drive when it was 80 cents.
Oh, before I was born, when it was 12 cents a gallon.
There was that one like random time a few years back when it was like 80 cents.
There was also a time in when we had that economic collapse when it was like $5 a gallon for regular.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
remember routinely watching my parents spend $120 for a tank of gas.
Ooh.
And that was on the cheap stuff. That was like 87. I don't even want to know what a full tank of gas would be on 93 then. That's like in I think Arizona they sell like 105 octane race gas on pump and it's like $8 a gallon. You know, I feel like that would probably be pretty cool for the first month of driving the car, but after that you would be broke.
Nothing else? All right. Well, thank you for watching this installment of the Zoomer
Wait.
Experience.
No, hold on. What? How long have we gone?
We're like closing in. Give me a second. 51 minutes. We're good.
All right, we're good. Go.
Thank you for watching this installment of the Zoomer Experience. Don't forget to use code Zoomer at the checkout in Rogue Energy for 10% off.
Thank you for joining us and have a good night.